welcome guys to our fourth Android development tutorial. And after completing the previous lesson, you have an app that shows an activity which is like a single screen with a text field and a button. In this lesson, you'll add some code to main activity that starts a new activity to display the message when the user tap send. And this lesson expects that you are using Android Studio 3.0 or higher. Okay, now let's add a method to the main activity class that's called by the button as follow. Okay, let's minimize. We're done with this. We're also done with this, and we are done with this. So go here, and now let's create in the file, in the main activity, add the send message method stub as shown below. Okay, so we are going to add public void, let's call it send message. Public void send message view sorry, public void send message. Okay, so now you have something here, alter enter to import that class. Okay, so here do response to button. When the user okay, so now you may see an error because Android Studio cannot resolve the view. So that's why it shows an alt enter. So click the space. Now return to the main activity XML. Go to your project, main activity.xml file to call this method from the button. Okay, now click on the button here. In the attribute window, locate the onClick property. OnClick property, locate the onClick property here. Down. Actually, it's easy to just find it here. OnClick. Okay, we have OnClick. Now when the button is tapped, okay, choose send message. Okay, now when the button is tapped, the system calls the send message method. Take note for the details in this method that are required in order for the system to recognize it as compatible with the Android onClick attribute. Specifically, the method has the following characteristic. Let's go back to the main activity. A public access, which is this public access, a void, or in Kotlin an implicit unit return value. So a void, which means doesn't return any value, and a view as the only parameters. It is the view object that was clicked, okay, which is the parameter here. Next, you'll fill in this method to read the content of the text field and deliver that text to another activity. So after we're done with this this function, whenever the user click the send button, this function gets executed. Okay, so let's go to the next thing about intent. An intent is an object that provides runtime binding between separate components, such as two activities. The intent represents an app intent to do something. You can use intent for a wide variety of tasks, but in this lesson your intent starts another activity. In the main activity, add the extra message constant and the send message code as shown in this video. Okay, just add it, follow the step. Okay, public static final string extra message go to com dot example dot my first app dot message dot message. Okay, so this is so now go down to your function here and let's write some stuff. Let's create an intent. So enter to import that class, the intent class. So now new intent, this the context and the display message. So this is the message we are passing into display message active dot class display message at message activity dot class. Okay, and next, sorry, let's give an edit text I'm gonna explain all this stuff, but for now just follow one step here. Find view by id r dot id dot edit text. Okay, the edit text. So string message is equal to edit text dot get text dot to string. These are just pure Java intent dot put extra. Okay, put extra extra message. Sorry, I'm coming. Extra message here and message. Okay, now start activity. Start activity. Yeah, so it ends. So Android Studio again encounter cannot resolve symbol here, cannot resolve symbol error. So press Alt Enter just the way I did. Okay, an error remains for display message activity. So this is an error again. Okay, but that's okay, you'll fix that in the next section. Here's what's going on in So the intent constructor take two parameters here. The intent constructor okay now the intent constructor take two parameters. A context as its first parameter, okay, which is this. Yeah. Okay, then this is used because the activity class is a subclass of context. Then the class which we are going to call the class of the app component to which the system should deliver the intent. In this case, the activity that should be started. Then the put extra method adds the edit text value to the intent. And intent can carry data types as key value per call extra. Your key is a public constant extra message which we did here. Extra message because the next activity use the key to retrieve the text value. It's a good practice to define keys for intent extra using your app package name as the prefix. Okay, the prefix, and this ensure the key are unique in case your app interacts with other apps. To start activity, the start activity method start an instance of the display message message activity specified by the intent. Now you will need to create that class. In the project window, right click made a mistake here. So okay, now go to project a new activity. Choose empty activity here. For empty activity, we are going to name it display message activity. So this name it display message activity. Okay, display message activity. So click finish. After you finish, so after you click finish, your Android Studio will build the activity along with your project, and then you're done. So after that, so what Android Studio automatically did for us is that Android Studio creates the display message activity, which is this here, which we are in. Creates the corresponding activity display message, also creates another XML file for us, and adds the required activity element in the Android manifest XML. So if you open your Android manifest now, you will see the two activity, which the first activity is main activity, then the second one is display message activity. Okay, so we're done about. If you run the app and tap the button on the first activity, the second activity starts, but it's empty. This is because the second activity use the empty layout provided by the template. Okay, now in the new activity includes a blank layout file. So now you'll add a text view where the message will appear. So now go back to your main, so we can see that the error here is no more there. Okay, now what next we need to do, the new activity includes a blank layout file. So now you add a text view where the message will appear. Now go to our activity main activity display message XML. Click turn on auto connect. Auto connect is on. In the toolbar, in the palette window, click text, text and text. Drag text view into the layer. Drop it near the top center. Text view. Okay, top center of the layout. Top center. Sorry. Top center of the layout. Yeah. Finally, Okay, finally, that's it. You've built your first Android app. So let's run this application. If just click here, click on apply changes. It's because I my instant run has been disabled. I disabled it, that's why I can't click on this icon here, but you can click it. But if you don't want to click on this, you can click on run. Run. So you install the app again. So just do that. So actually, let me run this the application in my device. So yeah, okay. Actually, make sure there's no error in all what we did so far. Try to comment on the section below, so I can, if you have any error about any other thing. Okay, so my project is building, and to launch the application into my device. So don't forget that you are now an Android developer. You can develop any other thing. It's only your imagination that can stop you. Here we have the app we created, and so lovely. You can see it. We can see the text box, and we can see our button at the top side. So let's write something like what should I write, like my first, okay, let me say hello world. Hello world. So after I write hello world in the text, edit, click send over here. So after you click on the button, it will take you to the other activity. So it's saying hello world on the other activity. So because we make activity main the parent activity of display message activity. That's why it's display message activity is having a navigation key at the top left of our screen. So if you click on that, it take you back to the activity main, which is the main activity. Okay, so you can write array, we made it. Okay, and you can also use some smiley here, and click send, and we have it here. We made it. So with this, you are now an Android developer. So what you can do is only limited by your imagination. You can do whatever you want to do, design whatever you want to design. And in the next tutorials, we are going to talk about Android app components and other stuff, other options, other tools, and other features of Android application that we will learn together. And after then, when we are learning this thing together, we use an example to learn these stuffs, and know the whole complete know all the features of a complete Android app. You understand? So don't forget to subscribe, share, and like my videos, and also comment whatever you think about this video, and so on. Thank you. But actually, you'll be seeing this little icon, this little circle icon that's having red square in the middle. It's just my recording screen. I'm using my physical device to show you guys about this. So this this little circle that's a little bit transparent is not among the tutorial. Okay, so now if I change the view of my phone, my tablet, sorry, it will still work fine, you know, like this. So you can see it. Hooray, we made it. You can go back to that, and the view did not break. Okay, you can still turn it back like this and it comes back to the same position. Okay, and so congratulations. Love you. Okay, love you. Send. So we have love you here. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video.